good evening, all my little Lion Fluffs. Cat here with you tonight, and well, a little bit capey and a little fluffier than usual. And tonight will be a thoughts video, and we're going to be talking about another one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Well, last we talked about Thor, and I feel it's kind of fitting to just go down that line. We'll go to Thor and the Dark World. It's a really bright case, isn't it? For being the Dark World, it is like the whitest light colored case out of all the movies. Someone did not do their homework when deciding colors. So, this movie I found to be a perfectly adequate Thor movie. Not exceedingly amazing, not exceedingly depressing. It was perfectly fine. So, spoiler alerts, just in case I say anything stupid. This movie happens in the timeline after the first Avengers movie, but before Ultron. And I don't think Civil War comes into play at all here. I know that's after Ultron anyway. So this is just after Avengers, and we get to revisit a lot of the characters from the first movie, fortunately. Uh, the girlfriend, Darcy, the old dude. Um, Funny, I remember Darcy's name, but I can't remember the girlfriend's name because Darcy was so much more entertaining. Thor, why didn't you go for her? She was way more fun. Um, and she seemed to stick with the Marvel company, unlike someone else. um, Unlike the first Thor movie, this one, Thor is basically on Thor mode the entire time, which is great. I like when he is just himself. Unlike a lot of superheroes, Thor is basically active at any given time. He's always Thor. He doesn't like go into, you know, Clark Kent mode. He's always in Thor time. And it's just him. He's just larger than life. He's just awesome. He's just happy to be there. And it's better when he's him than he's trying to play displaced bum like he was in much of the first movie. So we got a lot of good Thoring action, and his three buddies and a female teammate going out kicking some serious butt. It's great. They're fun. I like this stuff. We have the Dark Elves, which are creepy and evil and have neat powers and are a really fun bad guy. So we have a good bad guy, a good set of good guys being good guys throughout the whole time. And we have a mediocre to good plot. It's not the best, but it's still pretty good. We are introducing another one of the Infinity Stones, so into the Marvel Cinematic Universe here. Yay! It's the Ether, which it's not even really a stone when it's in this movie. It's more of a liquidy, weirdy, beardy, magician-y thingy. And well, it ends up in his girlfriend for some reason. She finds it and it sucks its way into her body from some odd dimension she goes into. There's a lot of good comical moments in the London area, especially with the kids and the condemned building where they're dropping stuff through the portal and it just kind of cycles through. That was actually legit funny. So I enjoyed that stuff. The fact that Darcy, the unpaid intern, got herself an unpaid intern to go around with her was hilarious. Uh, and she made him throw his shoe into the portal and it disappeared. Thor comes back after having not come back to Earth since the Avengers movie, and he'd never gotten to go visit his girlfriend during that time. He just went and saved New York. So she's mad at him for that. And I don't blame her. I mean, you just come into my universe for the first time in forever, and you don't happen to come back to see me. You said you were coming right back whenever you left. You just went out to get some scratchers and some smokes, and you never came home. Naughty Thor. But really, since they had to put the Bifrost back in, he could have come back and said hello, or said, "I'm sorry, the transport tunnel got all blowed up, and we had to rebuild it." Anything. But, well, such is life. Um, all of the interactions with all the Asgardians are really good. Loki plays himself so well, and fakes his death yet again. Um, I love the Dark Elves. I love the fact that they have some weird ships. I love the fact that they're different enough. They're not completely the same as even these other forms of alien craft and alien life forms that we've seen so far. It adds such an interesting, more effect when people aren't all the same, especially when you're talking about aliens. They shouldn't be the same. They should be all very different, and this did cover that. Well, I mean, they're all the same in their own species, but they're different from other alien types we've been running into. Um, I like the fact that they have kind of like suicide berserk mode where they inject themselves with some kind of growy epi formula. They turn into giant brutes. Um, that's actually kind of neat. Sacrificing themselves in the name of their people or whatever. Yeah, that was overall weird but cool. Uh, hmm. It was in general a fun ride. It's not really one I can really stop and say the story plot was the greatest by far, but at least it had one. It felt like we were going from point A to point B, not just rambling about and doing nothing. Um, it did feel like we jumped locations a lot, but not too much. And for good reason near the end because it was involving portals and things, and you had to because that was the nature of what was going on. I just feel in the beginning when we're like, oh, we're at Stonehenge. Oh, we're in a mental hospital. Oh, we're in a restaurant. Oh, we're over here now. It's like, pick some locations, pick some travel, give us some reason why we're point A and point B, not just we're now over here. Yeah, but continuity of the movie in itself really worked well. The story was passable enough. Dark Elves want the ether. It actually ends up in girlfriend Jane. That might be her name. Um, they get it out of her. Dark Elves end up with Thing. Good guys still beat Dark Elves, and the ether gets eventually got by Thanos. But hey, at least it was taken care of for a little bit. Um, yeah, it was a good train ride. I I've ridden it a few more times. It was way better than the first one. Uh, it was better on the second watch, I would definitely say. The first one I was a little bit confused, but after I'd watched it once, it made a lot more sense. So I'd say give it a deuce. Give it a two watcher just in case. I don't want you to miss any of the fun. Ah, yeah. So, did you see this one? Did you like it or hate it? Let me know in the comments. I'm not insulted either way. This one was one of the ones I was actually on the negative side originally, but in the end, turned out to be a little bit more of a positive the more I've watched it. Um, it's definitely a good one to sit down and actually watch, or to put on the background when playing a good shooty game or something. Yeah, give me your opinions. I'd love to hear what you think too. Um, And please don't forget to like and subscribe. The little dingly bell for the little dingly bell lets you know when I post new videos. Who knows? Could be a Caddie video. Um, Obviously, I just did a full suit video, so that one will go up at some point because you'll probably have seen that before you see this one because thoughts videos have way more of a queue than do full suit videos. I apologize, and that might be a little bit more delayed depending on how the next 2 months go. Uh, and of course, if you'd like to help support the channel, my Patreon link and my Coffee link are both in the description box below. I appreciate anything donated at either box. They do help support the channel and me, and help me make better videos for you, all my little fluffs out there. But for now, I'm going to have to poof off. I will see you all again on another video. So for now, stay fluffy and stay as guardian? Sure, why not? That's a good answer. Have a good night.